Hey everybody, I'm Mr. Hulsey, a tech teacher in Austin, Texas, and if you're like me, your school's been shut down because of the coronavirus. I'm going to tell you the same thing I tell my students. When you want to get started in a skill, it's usually pretty easy. If you want to master it, it takes more time and more tools. So I suggest you differentiate yourself. You don't need to be Khan Academy or Crash Course in order to teach online. So if you've never taught online, just stick with the basics. And the first few minutes of this video should teach you that kind of stuff. If you want to get better and better, keep watching these videos and do some more research, and I'll give you the rundown of the tools that I find useful. So what are the basics? I think number one, you have to be there for your students. You already know how to do that. Number two, I think the most important thing is just recording your lectures. I think the best way to do that is with this tool here called Screencastify. So Screencastify is a Chrome extension. When you install it, it'll walk you through this whole process of giving it your permissions for all these things, and then to get started using it, you just click on the extension icon, which is in the top right corner right up here. So I'm going to go through that and you can follow me. Screencastify, click on this right here. This is it. Let's add it to Chrome. It is free, but it's actually a freemium, meaning you get certain features on the free version and then more features on the paid version. So let's add the extension. It might take a second to install and download. You don't have to worry about any of this. Just wait for it to go. Adding to Chrome. And then it should pop up right here. Yep, and it'll even tell you when you want to use it, do Alt-Shift-S, or just leave it up there and click it whenever you want to use it. You got to sign in. Hopefully you have a Google account. But even if you don't, you can make one or use your personal one. So hooray, it should all be good. I think it might pop up and say you need to give it permission to use your data, give it permission to use your microphone and webcam and all that. Mine hasn't been doing that since I've been testing it. So let's click on this and then check your microphone. Test. That looks like it's good. Let's enable the webcam and embed it. You might have to select which webcam. Hopefully you have one. Even if you don't, it'll still work. What I like to do is I like to share my desktop, record that, and there I am. So there's my webcam video there, and I like to select my entire screen. There we go. Simple, easy as pie. So countdown. I like to hide this during the countdown so that it's not making a big scene out of it, and I can just go through my PowerPoint or my presentation or whatever else you're doing. So that's about it. Like I said, it's a freemium. So here's the thing. The biggest downside to this free version is that you can only record up to 5 minutes per video. So you could work around that by recording a few and then stringing them together in a video editing software. Or you could just go ahead and pay for this, and I'm sure your school will reimburse you for that. They've already discounted it. Maybe they'll discount it some more. Maybe your school already pays for the whole thing. You could talk to your department chair or whatever. When you're done recording, you want to get it to your students, obviously. And my favorite way of doing that is just YouTube. It's really easy to do that. If you have Google Classroom, it's just very seamless and easy integration for that. But then if you wanted to play around with it some more, like I said, add some more tools to it, make it a little bit more powerful, your video, then you can do some of these, and I'll go over those in some future videos. But to finish the recording, I think you can hit this stop up here, or you can hit stop right there. So there's my video, and Screencastify gives me a little tour. Let's go ahead and walk through it. So you can trim your video, cut off the first and the last part of it while you're actually hitting your stop and start. You could title it. Obviously, that's a good practice. You could copy it straight to, actually, it goes straight into Google Drive. It creates a Google Drive folder that all these videos go into automatically. You can just copy that link straight from here. Pretty easy, pretty simple. Share it with one of these tools. Like I said, YouTube is my favorite because I don't have Classroom in my district. Or you could download it, and I prefer downloading it as an MP4 if you ever do that, and if you ever want to edit it. But like I said, to get started and do it really fast, just go straight to YouTube or Classroom. The editor is, I don't think, very good, but I'll show you the editor that I use. That's it. So you can try it. I like to hide this during the countdown so that it's not, so that's the video I just shot, and then you want to export it as an MP4 if you want to do that later, but like I said, publish it to YouTube, and you would go through all this YouTube stuff if you haven't done that already, and upload. So that should be very, very simple, very, very easy. And then once you get that, you'll have the YouTube link that you can put into your LMS, your learning management software. So a really nice feature, a really nice tool that comes with Screencastify right out of the box is these drawing tools. You might have to go and enable them when you right before you first record it, but it's got a pen and you can change the color of that, and you can pull up the pen with Alt P. So that's a pretty nice shortcut if you're right in the middle of lecture. Maybe you want to emphasize that, draw a circle around it, then go back to the mouse with Alt M or click on it down here. Alt E is the eraser, so you can erase little parts of it if you ended up messing up, and then Alt P to go back to your pen. Alt Z, or how did it work? In the eraser, this check mark right here wipes the whole section clean. So that's pretty cool. But let's say I marked this slide up and I don't want to waste time clearing it. I can go to another slide and it will automatically go away. And if I come back to that slide, it's there. Same thing with a different window or something, or a different tab on Chrome. If I wanted to go back to this other tab on Chrome, then all of my markings went away. So that is actually pretty nice. Focus mode, Alt F is a pretty cool tool. Oops, I did it wrong. Alt F shows you kind of like a spotlight on your thing there. And then you can definitely highlight clicks so that it's easier to see what exactly you're clicking on. So those are some pretty cool tools in Screencastify, but maybe you're not satisfied with those. Maybe you want this Epic Pen. So as I have it pulled up here, it's kind of nice. It's only available in Windows, though. By the way, your markings from Screencastify travel with you as you scroll up and down. This Epic Pen is kind of nice, but as I've been recording this video, I figured out that I really do like these marking tools on Screencastify. So I would actually prefer those now. Mouse, Epic Pen, or Screencastify. If I want to do some more advanced, more intricate sketches, I really want to do that on my tablet if you have one. So I do have my own personal. It'll also work on your smartphone if you have one of those, but obviously drawing on your smartphone, especially one like mine where the screen is really, really small, is actually kind of hard. Maybe might even be harder than drawing with the mouse. But I'll teach you this and you can play around with it if you want. So the way that I mirror a screen to my computer screen is with this AirServer. So let's go download that, AirServer. And this is the one, AirServer Connect. And this is, again, a freemium. So you want to download this for whatever system you have. It works with both. Download it for PC. Basically, what it does is it allows you to set up an Apple TV kind of thing on your computer. And then you can mirror this to your Apple TV, which is now on your computer. So let's install this, go through the installation process. I do accept, and I definitely read all of it. And the AirServer is only like $12, I think, something like that. So I went ahead and paid for it, but you could definitely do the free version, and I think it's like 14 days. So hopefully that's enough for you. And then you can customize your settings here. I do not want to start it every time I log on. Just install it. And hopefully you have some elevated privileges so where you can do this. If not, you can talk to your administrator about it. And let's finish the installation. Start your free trial. Let's go ahead and do that. And yeah, it is 14 days. And it actually kind of runs in the background here. It's going to be on your toolbar. And let's open this up by, I think you can just open this QR code. Next, you want to download it onto your device here. So let me pull that away. Download the app. Here's my app, AirServer. It's not too hard to get that going, but I'll just show you what it's like to have it already pulled up. And then it'll ask you to scan the QR code. That's what you want to do, scan QR code. And then with your camera, bink, scan the QR code there, and it says connected. So on the iPad, I think you have to swipe down from the top up here and then go to screen mirroring, and then your device should be showing up here. So whenever I connect it, it should be screen mirroring. Yeah, and you can see my screen is saying, all right, AirServer is going, and now both of these screens are totally synced up. It's hard to do this backwards. So yeah, so both of these screens are totally synced up. Now what I'm seeing on my my iPad is what you're seeing on the computer screen. So this is the app that I really, really like to draw with. It's called Notability. And I think back when I paid for it in college, it was only $3 or so. Hopefully it hasn't changed much or it's gone down. And if you try to click on this stuff, it's not going to work. This is all on my iPad here. So if I wanted to draw, I like to zoom in real close and then, draw. Maybe I'm drawing a benzene structure or something like that. So, just go all the way around with that guy and then Hopefully that's benzene. And then, do all your stuff that you got to do. And then zoom out. See, I was doing some PV and RT stuff up there. So that's really nice if you want to show what's going on. If you normally draw, especially on the whiteboard, then what I did here was I grabbed from the top and now it's smaller. So I could make this as small as I want to up to a certain limit. And then I can still, sketch on that as I'm talking to you guys. So boom, boom, boom. Screencastify has some really nice tools. It's got all these tools for your pen, and then you can erase stuff here. Excuse me, I said Screencastify. I meant Notability. Notability is super, super nice. I used to, like I said, use this for all of my lectures in college when I was a student. I also like to type on it, although my iPad is kind of old and kind of slow, so you can type right in there. Blah, 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 blah. I'm just typing whatever I want to right now. I think I let my kid play on this. That's why I've got lots of scribbles. So you can type some stuff, and then you can also add, this is probably the coolest thing, you can add photos to it. So maybe you want to add a photo of, I don't know, your baby for some reason, and then draw some stuff on the photo. I'm sure you could find better uses for that, but that's basically the tutorial there. You might want to edit your videos. I think a very simple, easy tool to use for that is this VideoPad. Let me practice my Control Z or Alt Z. There we go. So a simple tool is this VideoPad. It's not too hard to download and install. So I will Alt M and go back to my mouse and show you how to get a Screencastify video. By the way, another nice thing about Screencastify is you can move your video all over the screen here in case it's blocking something that you want to actually interact with. And you can tell right live whenever it's blocking something. So this is a video that I just finished recording, and I want to export it as an MP4. I always convert to fixed frame rate, keep it as 30 frames per second. You can see that some third-party video editors require fixed frame rate, so it just makes it more compatible. Export it. It might take a little while to go, but once it does, it's going to show up as a button that says Export MP4. You click on that button, and then my Chrome is configured to where it automatically downloads to my Downloads folder. Yours might not be like that, but it'll show up here, ding, as an MP4. You want to click on this drop-down, which is actually kind of a drop-up, Show in Folder, and it'll show you that it's right here in your downloads. Then you want to click it and drag it to wherever you want to go, maybe videos, or maybe you can just right click on it and send to, or just cut it with Control X and then paste it into the proper folder. So I've got a few videos right here in these folders here, or excuse me, in this folder that I want to piece together using this tool. Let me move this back over here, teach remotely. So VideoPad. So let's look for VideoPad. It is free, and it's a very simple way to get started. Let's download it for Windows. Is it for Mac as well? I don't think so, but iMovie I think is way, way better and easier to use. So let me open up VideoPad. I already installed it and downloaded it. It's going to say the free version is for commercial use only, but that's okay. That's all we're using. You want to open up a new project here. You probably want to go ahead and Control S, save this project as, whatever your lecture is called. It's going to save as a .vpj, so it's a VideoPad project. From here, all you need to figure out how to do is add the files, and if you've got it already set up, you've got the files right here. If not, you might have to navigate. But let me put this intro file in here, and it's going to add them to your video files over here. Don't get confused. This is not how to edit it. I know it kind of looks intimidating, but it's actually pretty simple once you get going. Add another file. I think the next one I did was the Screencastify one. So I've got 2 files in here. I want to put them down in my timeline. So click and drag them up from your files into your timeline, and now you can actually see that it's going. So you might want to scrub your player over to wherever you want to figure out where you need to cut, maybe at the end. Yep, that's all my awkward space right there. So I definitely want to trim that up. By the way, you can zoom in your timeline, zoom in and out of your timeline with the scroll of your mouse, and it zooms into wherever your mouse is. So if I want to zoom into the end here, I can zoom my mouse over there. So that's what I definitely want to clip out. So then I get my next one here, and I might want to zoom out and scroll over a little bit, zoom into that space. Let's scroll, so let's see what's going on right here. And that's where I was showing, that's where I was starting the recording, and then I want to get rid of that too. So let's zoom in a little bit more. And this is your audio that you can see right there. So don't really mess with it, but you can definitely see where I say the word so. That's what I want to get rid of, along with this blank space here. So to get rid of all that, let's, I probably want to stop it right here. Yeah, before I say so. So I'm going to move my my player right there, and then it shows up. I can split the track there, or I can split it here. And that creates a new video, a new clip there that I can just click on and then delete. So let's see what that looks like. All right, and then right here, I want to clip that out, and maybe right when I start this. So let's clip and then delete. Let's see what it looks like now. Nice. So then whenever you're done, I have a few more clips that I want to put in here, and then download, or excuse me, export all of that. But I'm going to show you how to export it as a video file. Again, you might want to give it a name if you haven't already. So MP4, I think, is the cleanest. It's most compatible, easiest to upload to YouTube or to EdPuzzle or anything else. So create that. It will add it to the export queue, but I would probably just sit here and kind of wait for it to go all the way, and then it will be a nice MP4 for you. So while that's going, I'll show you how to do EdPuzzle, which is the last tool that I like to use for videos. I put this under self-paced because I can add multiple choice questions to it, and the students can take those as they're going through it. If you are doing live video lectures, like some school districts are, I think Zoom is really, really nice. They're adding these tools that used to be on their premium version down to their free version to accommodate for this coronavirus and all that. So if you are doing a live video feed, like a video conference, just ask your students questions as you're going. You could also, without doing EdPuzzle, you could just ask for student feedback. So like say, hey, I just got to show you how to use VideoPad. So here's a quick question, just to check for understanding. Which of these buttons is how you export the video? And then ask them to go over to a quiz on your LMS, on your learning management software, or learning management system, excuse me, or just ask them to comment in the section, the comment section on YouTube or something like that. You could get creative on how to ask students for feedback, but EdPuzzle is a really nice and compact way to do that. So let's search for EdPuzzle. I already have an account, but I'm going to demonstrate on my personal account how to sign up. Say that you're a teacher. Do it through your Google account like we've done before. Like I said, this is my personal one. Password, you obviously want a good password. I agree, create a new account. And all right, so you might need to type in your school, and I'm gonna show up. Area, and I'll just say computers for now, join this school. Okay. So the cool thing about this is that I believe you could upload content if you want to create a class and get all that through Google Classroom. I use Schoology. My school uses Schoology for our learning management system, and it kind of integrates well. But I like to just do my own thing where they can come in here and watch my EdPuzzle on their own, and then I don't even take it for a grade. I just say do those questions. It'll kind of help you make sure that you understand it. So you could upload content, upload your own video, but like I said, I really like doing YouTube, because when I upload my video to YouTube and maybe EdPuzzle doesn't quite work for some students, or they want to like go faster, I allow them to differentiate that way. So I have it on YouTube as well as EdPuzzle, just in case. But then you could add content from YouTube. So to do that, you just go to YouTube and you search for your videos after you've uploaded it. And look at me, I spelled my name wrong. There you go. And sometimes that doesn't quite work. Maybe you have to type in some more things there. And where are my videos? I think if you go to YouTube separately, and then you go to your channel, yeah, go to your channel here, go to one of your videos that you've got, then you could search for it Yeah, there you go. You can search for it like that and it should show up. So you can kind of do a little bit of video editing here inside EdPuzzle. But the biggest advantage to EdPuzzle is adding these questions here. So you can add a multiple choice question wherever you feel like it's appropriate. Add a multiple choice question like here. Maybe I like to do, how are you feeling today? And then type in, great, or crummy, or whatever you want to do. Make sure all of these are correct answers. That's how you indicate whether it's correct or incorrect. Save it, and then they will actually not be able to continue in the video until they answer that question. Whenever all of that's done, you want to finish. You might need to assign it to a class. Like I said, I don't worry too much about this because I personally don't take these for a grade. I just want to make sure that kids are watching these and make sure that they understand them. So I'm just going to do a test class. This is the test. And then classic should be good. If you can't live without videos and lessons, class type for you. Open, your elementary school teacher. Just want to do a quick practice. So that might actually work. But I'm going to do the classic version here. And then once you assign it, you can actually share this assignment and get the link for it. So let me go verify my email address with EdPuzzle, because like I said, I just set this up. Let's verify that email. Our leprechauns are verifying my email. That's good. And then now I'm back here in EdPuzzle, but with this tab, this is where I was. I want to share my assignment here. Do you have parental consent? It's not required by my local laws because I am a high school teacher. And then this is the link that I want to put in my LMS. I can also embed it in my LMS, but I don't think that works too well. I like to just give them the link directly. And then, like I said, I give them the YouTube link on top of that. So that's all of the tools that I use for creating video lectures. And like I said, you could put hours and hours into each lecture, but it's probably just a better idea to just record in one take on Screencastify if you pay for the upgraded service, or if you haven't, just piece all those together in your VideoPad here and then upload it straight to YouTube. I'd say maintain your simplicity here so you don't overdo it. And if you have any questions, please let me know in the comments, or you can email me at the email that you've seen throughout this video. Thanks a lot. Have a good day.